So you want a better webcam for your PC, whether that be for Zoom calls, content creation, YouTube, Twitch, what have you. Well, today I'm going to show you how to use your iOS device, such as iPads or iPhones, and use them as a webcam input source. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome to another video. My name's Craig, otherwise known as the BigFriendlyGamer online. I'm a content creator here on YouTube and on Twitch, helping you with your tech issues and allowing you to one-up your content production. So in today's video, we're going to be going over how to use your iOS devices such as iPads and iPhones as a webcam for your PC. Now how we're going to be doing this today is through a piece of software called EpocCam, which is brought to you by Elgato. There are two versions of this software. One is free, one is a paid version. The paid version is about $7 to $10, I think. Start off with the free one. I'll then show you what the upgraded one looks like because I have purchased it myself. Yeah, let's get straight into it. So first off then, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our device. So for me, I use my iPad for this. We're going to go onto the App Store and we're going to search for a app called EpocCam. So EpocCam, there you go, it's popped up right at the top. Well, as I said, there are two versions of this, so I already have EpocCam Webcam for Computer installed. That is the paid version. We're going to download the free version right now, which is this white symbol up here in the top right hand corner. So let's get that downloaded. And then once that's downloaded, we're going to click on Open. That'll then bring you to this page which says, welcome to EpocCam. Follow the next 3 steps to turn your phone into a high definition web camera. You'll need to download and install a PC driver, so make sure you're near your computer. Which, luckily, we are. On the next page, it will say EpocCam requires a driver to link to your phone and computer, choosing your operating system and have the download link sent to your PC. Or you can just go through to this website that's listed at the bottom, which is www.elgato.com/EpocCam-download. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do a search on Google for EpocCam download, and that should bring us to the right place. Okay, EpocCam at the top. This will bring you to Elgato's webpage for the EpocCam software. If you scroll down a little bit, then you'll see this bit right here, 4 simple steps. Download and install computer drivers. So for this, it does work on Mac as well as Windows. For my specific situation, I'm going to click on Windows. Okay, and then it'll bring this up. You don't need to select your product or your system. You can just click on download the driver for Windows right here. And it'll come up saying, thanks for downloading. And then once that's downloaded, we will click on that to open it. Yes to install. Next, agree to the user license agreement that pops up. I'm just going to let it install in the default place. If you do need to change that, go ahead and change that by clicking on browse, click on install, that'll run through, and there you go. That's how easy it is to get the drivers installed onto your PC. So now that that's installed on your PC, we need to go back to our device. So I'm back on the iPad, click on next at the bottom, and then it'll say get connected. EpocCam works via USB or Wi-Fi. To connect wirelessly, ensure that your phone and computer are on the same Wi-Fi network. So this is brilliant because, you know, no wires. Wi-Fi on this is actually superb. There's very, very little to no latency, or at least on my network, that's how it stands. So if we click on next, I think there's a little caveat here where if you want to choose whether you go through wired or wireless, you have to have the paid version. As I said, that's about $7 or £8, but we'll leave that for now as we continue with this. On this next page, it asks us for the app permissions, so we're just going to click on yes for the camera and yes for access to the network. Click on OK, and then done. Right, now if I take off my iPad cover, you can see that's now using the back camera as a webcam, and we can change that around here so that it uses the front camera. Hello. Right. And that is the initial setup done. As you can see, or you should have heard then, it automatically connected to the computer because it found the driver that we installed earlier. So now we can go through on the computer side, and I'll show you how to set this up with whatever software you're using. In my situation, I'm going to be running it through on OBS because I use this for streaming. If you want to use this on Zoom or Skype though, it should be pretty similar steps where you just need to select the EpocCam driver as the input device, and it should, in theory, pick up the webcam from your iOS device. So let's move over to OBS. Okay, so here we are in OBS. This is going to cause a little bit of inception because I'm obviously recording OBS at the same time as using OBS, so it looks a bit weird. But down here in the bottom left where we've got our sources, we want to click on the little plus sign, go to video capture device. We'll name this as, I don't know, iOS. And then where it says here device, we want to click on that as the drop down, and we will select EpocCam camera. Okay, and there you go. It's pulling straight from the iPad now, which is sitting just over here. Hello. All right, as you can see, that's very, very good definition for a 3 piece of software. If you do pay for the paid version, does that make sense? Pay for the paid version. If you pay for the upgrade, I guess, you will be able to get even higher definition come through on this. And the main benefit of it, honestly, is it removes this watermark that you can see here in the middle of the camera. You can go through and make some changes and some tweaks, but realistically, the default settings that it pulls through are perfectly fine for what we're going to be using it for. In my case, because I've now set it to 1920 by 1080, I do have these annoying black bars on the side of the camera. That's mainly because I'm using an iPad, which has a weird resolution on its screen as it is. If you're using this with an iPhone, then you shouldn't realistically have that issue because it will be in the correct aspect ratio of 1920 by 1080. So I'm just going to leave that as default, and then we can click on OK. And there is our source that we can now go ahead and manipulate within OBS. Now, just as a side note here, I don't actually use this as my main camera for streaming. I use this in a little bit of a creative way, where I actually have it resting over to the side of me, over here in the background, and it's used as a behind the scenes camera that my chat can choose to put up for like 15 seconds so that they can see all my setup and see, you know, get a little bit more of a feel for the room that I'm in and what I do here, I guess. You know, they get to see my whiteboard, which you can see over here with all my planning stuff, all my screens, all my lights, all my stream decks and whatnot. But yeah, so if you don't want to use this as a main camera, that is another option. And if you've got multiple devices as well, you can, if you've got Android devices laying around, I did create a video not too long ago about how to do this with an Android device as well. I'll leave that in a card up here wherever it pops up. I don't know whether you can connect multiple Apple devices at the same time. If you do try that out and it works, let me know down in the comments below. I'm always going to be interested in that. But yeah, there you have it. You've now got a pretty high definition webcam built into your PC for the cool price of £0 to £8. Just as a little extra, I'll run over some of the things that the paid for version does allow you to have. So obviously it gets rid of this watermark that comes up on the camera. It allows you to have full high definition, whereas I think the free one is limited to 640 or 720p or something like that. But it's perfect for a webcam. It also allows you to choose how you want it to connect to the device, so whether that be via USB or Wi-Fi, and then it allows you to capture the microphone, and also uses it as a it has a green screen effect. It's not very good, I'm not gonna lie to you. It leaves quite a few jagged edges around the subject that it's trying to green screen out. So do with that as you will, but if you're looking for that, I wouldn't pay for the upgrade just for this green screen effect. Find some other, you know, either buy an actual green screen or find another way around doing that. There might be some other software that's got a bit better AI built into it to do that for you. But yeah, so there you go, guys. That's it for this week's video. If you've got any questions or get into any problems, please do let me know in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for future content. If you've got any other suggestions for video ideas that you want to see coming up, please also put those down in the comments below. I'll happily cover them for you. And if you haven't done so already, I do stream on Twitch. The link for that will be on screen and in the description. I'm live 4 times a week. That is the best way to get in touch with me, and I'll happily help you out live on stream. Right now though, YouTube is going to decide what video it wants you to watch next. Down here is going to be the video that is our latest upload. And until next time, my dudes, remember, be positive, be awesome, and as always, be friendly.